Hey everybody, welcome to the Patty G Show. I'm your host, Patty G. We are back for a slightly refreshing smell of a show. This week we have none other than Hannah Babin of Bath Junkies Baton Rouge in the studio, in the flesh, talking about none other than, well, dirt scent and puppy spray and scented lotions such as like dragon's blood. So all types of stuff coming your way with this show. Great episode, great time with Hannah. Really enjoyed doing what she's got going on in Town Center. So stay tuned for a very great episode with her. But before we get to that, I want to give a big, wonderful shout out and thank you to the folks that bring you this show each and every week. Falaya Real Estate, Lakeman's Health Center, Horizon Financial Group, Gage, and Currency Bank, the bank for business owners. Without further ado, enjoy the show. But so you're in Jefferson.
I'm in Town Center.
Oh, so you moved from Portobello's to into Town Center. Okay.
Well, it was in Portobello's in that area, like, I'm talking like 16 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like Bath Junkie's been around in the Baton Rouge area for a very long time. And then it switched to Town Center, and then I kind of took over from the previous owner. I did.
So you're here in the chair.
No,
that means you did.
I'm here.
It's yours.
Took over from the previous owner in November or October of 2022.
Okay.
She had closed the storefront. She had owned it for 13 years, and then she closed the storefront actually in May of 2022, just because she was tired.
I get that.
Plain and simple, tired. And she called me up one day in October, and she was like, "Do you want to buy it and reopen it?" I was like, "Hell yeah, absolutely!" So, got it up and running in like 4 days in November, first week of November, and
wow,
yeah.
So there was no
fast.
Renovations needed on the space.
Luckily, I literally, as soon as I got off the phone with the previous owner, I called Town Center immediately. I was like, "Is this spot available?" They're like, "Yeah." Nothing was touched to it. I just put like a literally fresh coat of paint. And
still had merchandise on the floor.
They had some, actually, there was a little bit in the back, and I was surprised. I was like, they didn't touch it. So I was like, okay, I literally just moved everything back in there for the most part and got it up and running.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was a lot. Could not have done it without my family at all, let me tell you. It was a blessing.
So been around 16 years.
Plus, yeah.
Okay, so was it a franchise?
Yeah, so it was a franchise at one point. Long story short, corporate.
No, make the story long.
Make the story long.
Tell us the long version.
Oh gosh. Okay, so pretty much basically corporate went under in like 2011, just due to poor management, and pretty much after that, they're all individually owned. So like each of us have a. We purchased the trademark type of thing. So we all kind of own the trademark. Yeah.
So are y'all own, I guess, rights to the trademark? Do y'all pay in a fee somewhere? Or was it like a one-time deal? Y'all kind of wrote, okay.
Yeah.
This is fascinating.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So
the trademark. Y'all all bought into the trademark.
Yes. So there's 4 of us left, and there used to be Bath Junkies all over the place. And it's a very unique storefront. We want to make sure everyone feels welcome when they come in type of thing. And it's a place for you kind of to escape day-to-day life type of thing, you know?
So 4 y'all left. Where are the other 3 at?
So there's one in Webster, Texas. So now I think our outside of Houston. They're kind of randomly sporadic. So there's one in Carmel, Indiana, and then in St. Augustine, Florida.
I mean, you can connect dots some kind of way.
Make a little
square, weird looking square, right?
Yes, yeah. So we kind of just basically bounce off of each other for ideas, and
so y'all are like in contact.
Oh yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
So it's like a franchise without corporate.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But we kind of we also kind of do our own things a little bit. I'm the younger one out of the rest of the other ladies, so I'm kind of coming in with like newer ideas, trying to figure out what products we can, introduce and stuff like that. So
how did you first get involved with this?
So I worked there for 3.5 years. So next door to Bath Junkie, it was a children's boutique called B Kids, worked there for about 1.5 2 years. And then the previous owner, she walked over. She was like, hey, are you going to be needing a job anytime soon? I was like, actually, I am. She was like, just call me up and we can set up an interview type of thing. And fell in love working there, worked there for 3.5 years. And I became really close with the previous owner. And I just kind of bought it from her and took over.
So clearly you love what it is that Bath Junkie does.
Yes. Products, the creativity behind it. But yeah, everything about it. Location, the customers. I love it all.
So is there any like entrepreneurial background in your family?
No.
Or, I mean, what was the reaction to your family whenever you told them, hey,
they were
I'm going to buy this company
yeah.
that I worked for?
Yeah, so they were in shock. Could not have done it without, obviously, my family's support. And my grandfather helped me out tremendously. Let me tell you that. But no, really, entrepreneurship.
You're kicking it off.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the oldest of 4. Sister, she's in PA school, and we're very close. My family's very, very close. So, yeah.
I always find it interesting to hear kind of the background of what families think about when you're, relatively young.
They were scared. They were scared for me, and I mean, I was scared also, but I knew this is what I wanted to do with my life because nothing really interested me else. I mean, I went to college for 2 years, and I was like,
what was your major?
I was actually majoring to be a childhood education to teach. Okay. And then I actually switched it to business, and then I was like,
smart move.
I couldn't go back. I couldn't. I don't know what it was, but and that's kind of around that time. That's whenever I took over from the previous owner, and I worked in retail for 7 years. So and I knew the kind of insides and outs of the business. So, and she was the previous owner, and we were still really close. So it's like I wasn't completely alone. I still had her as a mentor, her guiding me and helping me in any way I needed it, and yeah. I've been kind of doing it myself. The first year, I will say 2022, 2023 was pretty rough. Just taking a mental toll on me.
Yeah.
Changing the mindset of being an employee to being an owner is a huge switch. But yeah.
So what were some of the kind of thought processes you had to go through to instill that change in you, number one?
I literally just kind of switched the mindset.
Right.
I just had to take it day by day. Whatever came at me, I had to handle it. And it took me a while to actually reach out to get help almost, because I was being the accountant. I was doing social media. I was doing all these things and trying to do pop-ups wherever I can, try to get the Bath Junkie name back out there because people know the Bath Junkie name, but, it closing down for just that short period of time, people thought it was gone. But so I'm trying to still get the name back out there. And, yeah, I just basically had to teach myself I have to take it day by day and pretty much trust in the Lord. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, because as an employee, right, you've got this almost safety net worth of decision making that's not on you.
Yeah.
So in that sense where the owner of the business is going to make sure that you're going to get paid.
Yep.
They're going to make sure that the accounting's right, the tax returns are
absolutely
done, everything's handled on the business side, and then it switches.
It switches, and it's a huge mindset to change into. And but like I said, it's just I had to take it day by day, and take whatever was thrown at me, pretty much. Yeah.
So did any of the business classes that you took prepare you at all?
No. Not at all. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm learning a lot. Every day is a new adventure. And I'm just extremely grateful. Extremely grateful.
So going through that first rough year, was there a point in time where you kind of just told yourself, like, it can't be done?
Oh, yeah. There were many days, many nights of just overthinking and stressing myself out for no particular reason. And it was like, I would call my mom and I was like, I want out. I want to be over with. And she and my grandpa were like, absolutely not. You started this and we want to see you through it. And just having also the support of the fabulous customers that we have helped me so much get through. It wasn't necessarily the business aspect that was bad. It was just me trying to take on that huge mental load and responsibility, Yeah,
because you're now, the buck stops with you at that point.
Yes. So, yeah.
That's incredible. Now, here you are and kicking and grooving in years, 2 or 3 right now?
It'll be 2 years in November.
2 years in November. Okay.
Yep.
And so have you seen a shift in the business from year 1 to year 2?
Oh, yeah. So I feel like I've increased customer-wise, bringing in new customers, which has been great. That's obviously what any business wants.
Right. You kind of need those to keep the doors open.
So
Town Center wants their check every month.
Oh, they won't hesitate to grab that from you. But just a new increase of new customers, and we do a lot of parties as well.
Okay.
So we do private events at the store, and then we also do birthday parties for little girls. Seen a tremendous, increase in that as well. So it's been great.
Thank you so very much to Currency Bank, a proud sponsor of the Patty G Show. If you are looking for a business bank that fosters on 3 core values, relationships, service, and technology, Currency Bank is the place for you. They pride themselves on convenient, accessible, and secure online banking resources where you can manage your account balances, initiate transfers, enroll with e-statements, and more via their online portal. Between the relationships, the service, and the technology, they are going to be that partner with your business every step of the way, regardless of what you need. Currency Bank is the bank for business owners.
So the original Bath Junkies, whenever it was in the Jefferson Square space, are you offering the same product lines?
Yeah, so nothing has really changed. Okay. It's pretty much the same. It's pretty much all the same products. The only thing that's kind of changed is obviously a new ownership, and I'm trying to increase new fragrances because we have over 200 different fragrances to choose from. I'm always trying to find newer and different things and stuff like that. But products have stayed the same, and yeah.
So walk us through the different. We don't go through all 200
fragrances and then 40 different products.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Right, but give us. Because y'all are more than just products being grabbed off the shelf, right?
Correct.
It's an experience.
It's an experience.
It's got to be part of a community feel where you've got parties, either at the store or at private events. So kind of walk us through what people can expect when they walk in the door.
So we always greet our customers, and then we kind of go through what it is that you can do there. So you're basically creating your own custom blended bath, shower, perfume, lotion product. Great thing about the products is that it's made for sensitive skins. It's not made with any of that, nasty chemicals or anything like that. Our base ingredients are with aloe vera, vitamin E, calendula, all the good stuff that your skin needs, and it will not irritate or break out the skin. People are always asking, oh, can I use this for my eczema skin, or I have psoriasis? And I'm like, it's fabulous for that. So we have a scent station. It's our scent bar. It's in the middle of the store. You basically figure out your scent or your scents, and then you could pick your products. And then you can even pick a color, and then we'll make them. So it'll be your own personalized products.
So you have this massive just bar in the middle that's got a 200 plus just random scents for you to pull.
I wouldn't say massive.
It's got 200 different options.
I know, but they're little small bottles.
Okay.
That you can kind of pick up from and smell. We have different categories like fruit, citrus, florals. We even have different perfume mocks.
So you can actually create your own perfume.
Yeah, or perfume or cologne. We even have men's scents too. So you can make your own cologne. We even have shave gel. All kinds of stuff. We have stuff for your dogs too. I know. We have
Wait, hold on.
I know.
Cologne for dogs?
Yeah, it's mutt mist, and then it's called.
Wait, what was that?
Mutt mist.
Mutt mist.
Yeah, and then it's dog cologne. We call it dog cologne too.
Is that a hot moving product?
It really is. People get so fascinated by it, and it cracks me up. And I mean, it works great.
Do they like bring the dog in so the dog can smell to see what they like? I mean, how does that process work?
Well, we
like
just
a dog's
kind of
coming
It
in,
was like a,
you like this?
That would be hilarious to see. No, so I kind of go off of like if they're a boy or a girl, and they kind of pick out what they want their dog to smell like. But yeah, we even have a dog shampoo too, so like you could do the set.
Well, see, the shampoo makes sense to me, though.
But like mutt mist,
like the mutt mist is where. And I grew up on a farm, right?
Yeah.
So I had a lot of animals, and just never once was I just thinking while petting a dog, like, man, if only I had
a mutt mist
right now, my life would be totally changed. But clearly, there's a product out there.
No, it's a product for it, and it's customizable. That you can pick out your scent for.
This is fascinating. You just blew my mind.
I know.
I didn't know that was.
Yeah, we even have stuff for the house too.
Okay, see,
so
that's
like
great.
we have like hand soap, we have dish soap, counter cleaner, room spray.
Okay.
All the things.
You have this wide array of products.
Yeah.
How in the world do you even begin to manage inventory?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
I mean, got to have the cologne with the mutt mist right next to each other. Walk us through how you manage inventory.
I kind of do it. I'm like I said, I do it all. So I do that pretty much by myself. I kind of know what's coming in and out because I'm there every day.
Right.
So I know what's coming in and out. I have to do it every week.
So you do a weekly inventory?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Because not every day someone's going to be buying a mutt mist or...
Maybe after this.
Who knows? Who knows? We just do a weekly inventory, making sure everything's accounted for, what's moving, what's not. It's kind of nothing too big behind it.
Yeah, well, I guess, so you have probably a lot of, blanks or generic products that you're then able to just add the scents to after the fact.
Yes. So, you can pick let's say you want to do, a body lotion or whatever. And we have different types of lotions, too. So, whatever scent you want, we kind of control how much goes into it. So, where it's not overpowering or, it's not too light. It's just how you want it. And we don't go through too much fragrance. So, like I said, we're able to monitor how much is being put into the product. So, yeah, it's nothing too much.
So, a part of your team, do you see them getting to the point where you can kind of get a little bit more hands off?
Yes. Yeah. So, I've noticed that a lot this past month in July. Well, actually this summer, honestly. Because this is the first time I've been able to have at least maybe 2 days away from the store, which has been fabulous for my mental health. But also part of me makes me feel like if I'm not there every day, am I even being a true business owner? Because I feel like when they're coming in, they want to see the owner. I also want to make sure build those connections with my customers. Being the face of Bath Junkie in Baton Rouge, being the only one in Louisiana. But no, I feel confident in the team that I have now and the team that I am growing that I am able to step away for sure.
As an entrepreneur, that balance of 24/7 in the business, in the actual store, and then getting out and trying to have a life beyond is a tough. I mean, you're on a seesaw. You've got to go up and down all the time.
It's huge. And I'm still figuring it out,
So from a marketing stance, you said kind of being the face of the Bath Junkies brand here in Louisiana. Was that always the intent of, putting a face behind the brand? Or is it, let's build, what's kind of the angle there, I guess, that you kind of see you going down?
Definitely, I guess, wanting me to be more kind of the face of it a little bit, but not too much. I want people to come in and be like, oh, look, Hannah's here at the store today. What can she... Because I love building those connections with my customers. But I don't want to necessarily take away the fact that the great product line that we do have, know? So...
Because then you got to put it into play and kind of take it down the road of, will there be multiple locations?
Yeah.
And how do you can't be in two places at once.
No. No. But that'll be... I mean, we've always talked about the leather owners and I possibly making it into another, bringing it back into a franchise later down the road. But
so do y'all have rights to be able to open up multiple locations?
Yes.
Individually?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, it's just all about talking to the other owners, being like, do we want one here? Do we not? But
so y'all have to agree on the next location.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, 9 times out of 10, they'll be fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not having to foot the bill,
Exactly, but
you can't go next door to them in Houston,
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No. But yeah.
So your parties or your events in the store, what does that feel like? What's that process?
So we do a bunch of like little girl parties, and it's a lot of fun, especially like that 9-10-year-old age group loves this stuff. So basically they just get with their friends, they sit at our scent station, and they pick out their scents, and we do what's called hand spa treatments.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So they get a chance to feel the scrubs, feel the, we have something called bath fluff. It's like a fluffy soap. It's pretty cool. And they get a chance to feel out the products and everything. And then we actually let them mix the products. So usually during in-store hours, we do it for the customers. But we help them by adding their scent and their colors because they get kind of messy, So, but for the most part, they're making their stuff, and it's very hands-on activity and a fun party. And then they're able to do like cake, pizza.
I'm gonna say, do you cater in food, or do you have connections with local companies?
I don't, but that would be really cool. It'd be something really interested. I would be wanted to do. But I kind of let them bring their own stuff in, and it's a very super chill and relaxed evening for the parents, especially. If you're in town center, let's say you can partner up with like a Lit Pizza. You could partner up with City Pork right across the street. Absolutely.
If you've got an older group.
Yeah, and then like Superior Grills down right off of Government. I've had some mamas bring some queso and guacamole, and they're drinking their margaritas,
See a lot of synergy that can happen within the local other businesses in the area. That's what Town Center is great, because you have that ability to make those connections.
Yeah.
And you have a decent mix between national brands and then local brands as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Imagine taxiing on a plane looking toward the end of the runway. It seems so far away, it's even hard to see it. And that's what the concept of retirement probably felt like when you were in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, way far in the distance, not visible or even a concern. But as you turn 50, something happens. Retirement suddenly seems like something real, something not too far away. In your 50s, you are rolling down the runway. Retirement is getting closer and closer, faster and faster, weeks and months zipping by. But are you even ready for a successful takeoff to retirement? Fear not, there's still runway left, but the time is now. Time to make progress, and time to get a plan. The Runway Decade will help you get organized, get energized, and give you the direction you need to take off to your desired retirement. The Runway Decade, building a pre-retirement flight plan in your 50s.
How is the community in Town Center? I'm curious from an owner standpoint. That's a tenant there. What is the relationship you get with the landlords as well as the other tenants in the space?
I mean, it's not as close of a relationship as I honestly would like to have. The landlords, they're great. They're super flexible with being a small business, and super easy with that. And they're very they don't allow a lot of people to do certain things like at the storefront type of thing.
Okay.
But
like from a decoration standpoint?
Yes. There's
there's
guidelines and stuff like that. So I mean, obviously we have to abide by those guidelines. But I feel like the relationship that I do have with the landlord, especially being Bath Junkie's been around, especially in Town Center for so long. There's such a great relationship with them, and it's always constantly growing in the shopping center, which is great. Always new places popping up that's bringing in foot traffic, which is always a plus. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's in the center, I feel like, in Baton Rouge, and brings in great foot traffic. And that's pretty much.
Yeah, it's definitely a great central location.
Yes.
In Baton Rouge that has, you can park and you can do a variety of different things within one parking spot.
Absolutely.
So it's almost kind of like more of an outdoor mall, I guess. I don't even know how to describe it.
No, it's not like an outdoor mall, but I mean, you got your Whole Foods, you go some grocery shopping, you can hit up Bath Junkie, go get your nails done.
Oh, that's right. There is a nail salon in there.
Yeah, I think there's like 2 in there.
So the at-home parties, what's the different vibe for those than the options that you have?
So we don't do at-home parties.
Okay.
That'd be something might be coming soon. Something in the works there, but nothing there yet. But we do like pop-ups with other businesses.
Okay, yeah.
So for the most part, we just kind of pop up with our different products and bath bombs and stuff that you can shop from. But we actually have one coming up with Tangerine. I don't know if you've ever heard of Tangerine. It's like a tweens boutique.
Okay.
It's off of Corporate. It's in the same shopping center with Maxwell's Market.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So we're doing that with them. I think it's this Friday. I think it is Friday. Okay. We'll be able to. We're bringing our like sugar scrub and some body mist, so the girls can like actually create their own stuff and like do some shopping, like back to school shopping, stuff like that.
It's not back to school already, is it?
It's getting kind of close. It's getting kind of close.
No, I thought we were like still in the middle of summer.
No. People are back to school shopping already.
That's insane.
I know. So
at what point does all the holidays and everything just never stop?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That's the thing. Like already planning for Christmas now, and
Costco has Halloween stuff out already.
Yeah.
Like that's not necessary.
No, and it's like being in retail, you always have to be thinking ahead of time. So like now I'm like ordering stuff for Halloween, and I'm ordering stuff for Christmas and all of that stuff.
So how do you manage that? Like how do you get in that rhythm of ordering 3-4 months in advance?
Okay, well I love the holidays, so it excites me.
But we're like halfway there. We're like halfway to Christmas. Okay,
I know.
Like we're in July.
Yeah, I know.
And you're like, I can see you're already getting really excited for Christmas.
It's just, I love that time of year, and it's the store. Honestly, it feels magical in there too. I try to make it feel very intriguing to get people into the store. But it's definitely hard to get people. To get in the mindset of ordering, that far in advance.
Well, I feel like you're ordering that so far in advance, and so then you become familiar, especially for you, with like the different fragrances of the time, the new upcoming products. But to me, if you're ordering something that long in advance, how soon does it arrive at the storefront?
So it actually doesn't take too long.
So like you're sitting on this inventory for months?
No.
Okay.
So with a lot of my vendors, so I handpick a lot of my vendors.
Okay.
So we don't go to like market or anything like that. Over the past few years, we have reached out to different brands all across the country. We handpick these vendors to make the most natural products with all the natural ingredients that's still going to give you the same fragrance that you want, great product feel. And so we have this huge list of just different vendors, and we've just created a huge relationship with all of them, such a close relationship with them, that we're actually able to be like, hey, I usually order my stuff maybe about a month in advance.
Okay, that's not so bad.
It's really not.
I'm thinking like you're ordering December stuff in July.
No.
You're sitting on it for months.
No.
Like,
well,
how could
December,
you contain the excitement?
December, I'll probably start ordering in October.
Okay.
But like fall stuff, you don't see too many people buying fall bath bombs. You know what I'm saying? I do sell like some like fun little ghost or stuff like that, but a lot of my vendors, they don't take long to push product out back to me. Okay. So it's not bad.
And so do they end up sending you like samples of upcoming
Absolutely.
products?
They'll send me samples of like different little bath bombs, different soaps, all kinds of fun stuff. And I'm always trying to find newer and different products, like different bubble bath bases, just to see what's out there. And I'm also trying to get laundry detergent added to our line, which would be really cool.
Okay.
I know. Think about customizing your own laundry detergent. It's pretty cool.
I've got to think about that for
I know.
That would just require so much sorting, though. Like, because I'm thinking of, like, my laundry process at the house with 2 kids, right? We're just throwing everything
in at one batch.
Right? Like, we're not. We're sorting delicates, okay?
Yeah.
I'll give you that. We're sorting delicates. But, like, at that point, if you've got a scent, unless you make it like a household scent.
Yeah.
Like, that would be, okay, I can see that. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Being like a household scent, being like, oh, Hannah's Hannah's scent for her household smells like this.
Yeah.
What is Patty's scent? You know, like, I can get that.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
I'm thinking, like, if I'm going in there and saying I want like a manly scent or something like that, I'm not going to then put my wife's clothes in the laundry detergent with me.
No, you would do like a more of a generic scent,
Okay.
That could be like a neutral scent.
That's such an interesting thought. What would your house smell like if you could control this? What would your clothes smell like if you could control the scent? Like, what is?
Yeah.
Because you remember growing up, you go to your friend's house and everybody's house had a scent.
Different scent.
It's got a different scent. It's just like, I don't know. I can't describe how it gets there, but it just does.
Yeah.
And then now you get to this point where you can customize what the clothes are going to smell like beyond your normal, insert big company here that makes laundry detergent.
Right.
Their typical scents.
Yeah.
And now it's so customizable.
Yeah.
So could you actually compete, like price-wise, with the big folks, or would this be ultimately a premium product?
Probably just a premium product. Just being a small business now, individually owned, it's hard to compete with, Bath and Body Works, stuff like that.
Right.
Thank you to our wonderful sponsor, Lake Men's Health Center with Our Lady of the Lake Physicians Group. Guys, I know it's tough to get out and go to the doctor. I know it's challenging to find time in our busy days, but I promise you, signing up to be a part of this group with Dr. Curtis Chastain and Dr. Tyler Boudreau, you won't regret it for several reasons, but most of those being the fact of the time it saves, where you're able to get in on the same day, get that appointment done, and spend that time you need to talk with them about what your health goals and concerns are, as well as ensuring that the financial investments you have, you will be able to live out and see those come to fruition. So if you're an investing guy, you know all about and planning for the future and investing in the future. There's no other more important thing to invest in than your health. Make sure you go check them out, Our Lady of the Lake Physicians Group Men's Health Center, and tell them Patty G sent you.
But I feel like also another competitor, I don't know if you've heard of Buff City Soap. They've been kind of popping up here and there.
I have not.
It's kind of almost the same process, but not as big of a selection as we have. But that would be because my only kind of contender,
Well, yeah, I guess for the experience that you have, right?
Yeah.
Because you've got people on social media selling custom bath bombs.
Yeah.
So you've got contenders there, but from the customize your scent of all the other product lines,
right.
You've pretty much got that market within your space.
And a lot of people still don't know that we're here. So I've just actually recently hired a social media manager because I've been doing all my social media by myself, and I'm like, I don't even know where to start most of the time, and I feel like I'm just posting just to post, and so now I feel like it'll be easier to get, the name Bath Junkie out and the experience that it is out to a bigger area all across Louisiana. I mean, people are still coming in from all across Louisiana, which is great. So, I have people from New Orleans, Alexandria, Shreveport, all coming in to make their stuff. And it's so awesome to hear that, I just came down here to come to the day to come to Bath Junkie. And I'm like, that's pretty dope.
That's incredible.
I know.
You're worth the drive.
Absolutely. People spend the weekend here or in Baton Rouge, and they'll be like, yeah, we just came to spend the weekend and come shop at Bath Junkie and head home tomorrow. And I was like,
so
nice.
I see all of your social media pushing that experience.
Yeah.
Just making each individual, because at least not yet, they haven't developed it to where we can smell things on our phones.
No.
Right? We don't have the scent ability on the phone. I'm sure technology will catch up at some point. But in the interim, you can't smell it, right? And that's the ultimate sale.
Yes.
For Bath Junkie is
scent.
That scent and that uniqueness of you can design whatever you want.
Correct. And you're watching it being made in front of you, too.
So, y'all even make the bath bombs, right then and there?
So, we don't make bath bombs. So, those are the one things that we don't make, sadly.
Because that's a process.
That is a huge process. So we don't make bath bombs. We don't make like bar soaps.
Okay.
But so like you can make your own shower gel. You can make your own, bubble bath. We have bath salts that will relax and detox. You can watch all of that made. We have like these big giant silver bowls that you can watch us make it all in. And yeah.
So what's the, I guess, sanitation process or the cleaning process so you don't have a cross like scent?
So you would think it would be a lot more to it, but there's really not.
Okay.
We have a sink in the back, and when our bowls are done, especially in a busy day, I mean, they can get kind of stacked up pretty high, but we just wash them down with some soap and water because think about it, you're making just soap pretty much. You're just mixing soap and the scent, and the scent isn't super heavy. It's made with 100% premium grade fragrant oil. That's all natural, so it's not like sitting on the bowls for a long period of time. So we just, wash it out with some soap and water, dry it off, and it's honestly ready to go.
It's non-scented soap.
Yeah, literally non-scented.
Smells like Dawn.
Yeah. No. But yeah, no, just making sure we wipe it on the counters in between each, mixing process, and that's kind of it.
Because I feel like that would be the biggest piece if you're buying a custom fragrant soap.
Yeah.
You want it to only smell like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and like there'll be a certain scents. We have like baby powder or Irish. We even have Irish Spring.
You have baby powder scent?
Oh yeah, we have all kinds of things. we used to have a scent called Dirt. I know.
Okay.
But think about it. If you said you grew up
on a farm,
yeah. You hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's say you want to go hunting, but you don't want to smell like your cologne, but you want to smell like outside. Just spray a little bit of dirt, body mist on ya. Swear, that's what the guys would do.
Wait, no. You can't convince me that there's hunters out there that will spray themselves with like dirt. Like these guys are spraying themselves with like doe urine, and you're telling me they're going to spray themselves with dirt instead?
Yeah, and it smells just like
dirt.
Dirt, just like dirt.
Fascinating.
I know. It's hilarious.
Pet mist.
Yeah.
And dirt
scented cologne. Yeah.
I feel like get that mixed up. That makes for a bad date night,
Bad date night.
Somebody
walking in. You smell like.
Who just came from outside rolling in the mud?
Yeah.
Okay, so dirt. All right. Now I'm gonna ask the question: what are some weird scents that you have? Clearly, you had dirt.
Okay. We have something called. Well, we used to. It's called Dragon's Blood. I don't know. Don't know. It's the mixture of like an earthy and dirt together. It's honestly, I mean, obviously not my cup of tea, but there's people out there who buy it and
blood doesn't have an earthy smell to it.
That's what it does, though. Those are the notes in it.
Creators of scents. Okay.
I know. And we also handpick our different, vendors who make the fragrances and everything.
You handpick Dragon's Blood.
Ooh, I will not take credit for that.
I mean, do they send you a sample of it before you buy it, or are you just like looking off of a list and you just think Dragon's Blood looks good? I mean, what comes to mind when you decide to pick a scent called Dragon's Blood?
Well, I mean, you got to read, you got to figure out what
are the profile notes? I mean, you ever thought of what it could smell like to be a dragon? Like, here it is. Who knows that?
So I'm not taking credit for that one. But we have like forest pine, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
What else?
Do you at least have like gunpowder?
No.
Barbecue?
No.
See, these are scents that I would like.
You would want to put in your shower gel, barbecue scented shower gel?
No, but so I've seen like they have this company called Man Candles or whatever.
Okay.
And so they have like fire, like a fire scent. They have a gunpowder scent. They have a barbecue scent. So I don't know if it's for the men that spray themselves with dirt before going hunting and fishing.
Yes.
Maybe they want to have this candle in their shop. You know, walk in there, smells like gunpowder, right?
Smells like a barbecue.
Smells like a barbecue. But I mean, that could be. So I just didn't know. Like, you have 200, you have Dragon's Blood. I imagined like gunpowder or something would also fall underneath that umbrella.
No.
But I guess it's not your target market.
Not really.
Right.
We do carry a small section of men's scents. So like we have Armani Code, Acqua di Gio, John Paul, kind of like the cologne dupes almost. But that way you could have like your whole set. So like you could have your set of like Armani coat and you could add a little bit of sandalwood to it. That's been really, really good. Or like we have the mahogany teak wood from Bath and Body Works, which is a staple. And you can mix that with a little bit of, I don't know, Mediterranean fig if you wanted to.
See, all those things sound all right, you know, but then, because I imagine correct me if I'm wrong here, but you probably don't have a whole lot of men coming in and making their own cologne. It's typically a female companion coming in and making it for them, or a partner of theirs come and make it for them.
Yes, or they'll come in for a date night.
Okay.
Do it together.
Right. I see that.
They'll come in and we'll go grab a bite to eat at Zia's or something like that.
Like a couple's evening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can see that. You know,
it's pretty cool, and I mean, since I've been around the scents for so long, I know what obviously goes well with it and what doesn't. Now that is a whole thing in of itself. Having a good nose is key.
Yes.
Because I mean, everyone's noses is different. Some people are going to be like dragon's blood and I don't know, oatmeal milk and honey smell great together. But I'm like
oatmeal milk and honey.
Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. Sweet, but not too sweet. It's kind of clean.
Got a little dairy kick in there.
There you go. There you go.
Little bees buzzing in the background,
yeah.
you know? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the brand new Falaya mobile app. We took all the same tech that's helped hundreds of people sell their homes themselves and packed it into an easy-to-use app for your phone. When you download the Falaya mobile app on either the Apple or Android App Store, you'll immediately be able to see the power of this game-changing tool. From the seller's dashboard, you can navigate to all the information that you need. We intentionally separated everything into key groups, such as tasks to be completed, buyer leads for your listing, and contact information for everyone involved through closing. When you get an offer on your property, you can simply review and respond all within the app. No matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to monitor everything that's going on with your property from listed to sold. It's truly the power of Falaya in the palm of your hand. Download the app and see for yourself. Falaya, it's real estate reimagined.
The scent options are just
endless.
blowing me away.
It's endless. And like you can pick up to 3 cents if you wanted to.
Okay, I was gonna ask that next. Like, how many are you limited? Are you capped? So like, if I want to come in there and say I want one of each.
Yeah, no. I cap out at 3, just because mixing the different scents with the products, you don't want to alter the product and formulation too much. Because obviously, if you add too much fragrance to like your lotion or your shower gel, you're not going to get the same product just because of what our products are made with. That aloe vera, the vitamin E, green tea, all of that. So I cap out at 3. And also just gets kind of too overwhelming, and also sitting there, you could sit there for hours trying to figure out what you like. And that just gets to be too much. I always tell people, take a step outside for a second. We have the coffee beans to smell.
See, that's good. All right.
To sniff, to clear your nose palate, Oh,
so you actually use coffee beans to clear your nose?
Yeah. Because like you can what becomes nose blind. After smelling so many scents, everything starts smelling the same. Sniffing those coffee beans opens that back up. I don't know. It works.
So you got this in 22 and 23, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were post the whole COVID where everybody lost their scent. Their sense of smell.
Yes. But I did when I worked there, I would get people, they're like, I can't smell this. I was like, okay.
Please come over here.
Yeah. Come to the side of the store if you don't mind.
Please come over here and keep shopping the unscented side.
Yeah. Yeah. Wide variety of scents, wide variety of products. So we have anything for everybody.
So can somebody have too strong of a scent? Like, is there a way to make it to where, like, somebody, like, when they walk in the room, you
can just smell them.
Oh.
Yeah. So we can alter how much fragrance can be added into the product. Basically, we use like a 4-ounce blue bottle with a pump to it, and we can alter how much how much fragrance goes into it. And so we start off with their base notes, and then we let them smell it, and we have these little pieces of paper to where they can put the fragrant on there and see what they like. And if they don't like it and they want it a little stronger, or if they want a little bit more of a certain scent, we can do that too.
Okay.
So it's really customizing to you.
Because I always feel like that is something that I've noticed. If I'll put on like a cologne in the morning, I'll only smell it for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I always wonder, I'm like, is it gone?
Gone? Is it gone? Can people still smell me?
Right. And that it goes to that point that you were talking about becoming nose blind.
Yeah.
Or what was it, just nose blind?
Yeah.
Okay, nose blind, where you can't smell that fragrance anymore. Yeah. And then I sit there and wonder, I'm like, I was paying a lot of money for cologne that you can't smell after like 20 minutes.
Yeah. But I find men's fragrance colognes last a lot longer.
Really?
Yes, than women's. And it's hard for some women to find like a good, strong scent. But with our perfumes, I find they last all day. So like you can make like a spray perfume. You can make like a roller ball, which is great.
It's a roller ball?
So it's a little
the spray, I got you,
yeah,
you know?
But it's like a glass tube. And it has like a ball on top that rolls on your arm.
Yeah.
And just a different way to apply your perfume or your cologne.
So, like, the perfume liquid is, like, inside the handle?
It's inside the actual, like, clear bottle. So it's like a clear bottle, and then we put on the rollerball lid to it. And,
gotcha.
Yes. So when you flip it over and you roll it on, yeah.
I didn't know there was an alternative way of the spray.
Yeah. Just taught you something.
This is truly an educational experience. Learn all about scents, all about different, dog mists.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you say people come in the most for?
It really depends on what type of person you are. Okay. Meaning if you're a bath or a shower person. Because not everyone takes a bath, you know. Everyone's going to take a shower. So typically we sell most of our number one bestseller. It's our exfoliating salt scrub. Great, guys can use it on their face before you shave. And then people come in for all over body lotions. And we also sell a lot of our detox rocks that you can soak in the bath with. It's like an Epsom salt base. Okay. It's filled with magnesium. It's going to relax those muscles. And you, like I said, customize them. We have 2 different types too.
Okay.
So we have one that bubbles and we have one that's moisturizing. So it's great if you have drier skin. If you don't have super dry skin, I would stick with the bubbling. That's my go-to.
The bubbling one?
Oh, yeah. Bath girl.
The bubble bath for adults.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's what I find we sell the most of, especially our scrubs and our lotions, for sure.
Yeah, the lotions makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
Because getting a customizable lotion, that's something that you can apply.
Every day, any time of the day.
Right. And then you're going to have different, will you have different lotion if it's in the winter versus the summer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. A lot of people are coming in right now getting their summer scents. So we each month we do a scent of the month. Well, we do two different scents of the month.
Okay.
And we sit there and we create the scents. So a lot of people have been doing our scents of the month, which is pina colada. I know. And then we have something called Blue Skies. It's kind of like a cleaner. We usually do a clean and a sweet scent of the month, just so people can get options, and it helps people to figure out what they like and what they don't like. But people come in all the time for Christmas. They'll do peppermint and lavender, sage and snowstorm. We have something called Snowstorm. It's different. I know.
Snowstorm.
That's a different one.
That's can be worn like one day a year in Louisiana.
Yeah, maybe that.
Maybe
that. Maybe
it'll get cold enough to wear a snowstorm in Louisiana.
The likely chances of that happening.
Right. Okay, so y'all actually have do you have a subscription-based model where people can pay and get a new scent of the month?
No, we just offer that scent of the month throughout the whole month, and if you choose that scent of the month, you get 10% off your custom blended product. But yeah, it's not too much.
Okay. And
not more like of a subscription box type of thing.
Have you ever thought about it?
I have. I've tried to play around with it a little bit too much. I find that with the wide variety of products that we have, it's kind of harder to create a subscription box to that. But I've definitely played around with it, and something that's always been in the back of my mind.
Yeah, because you've got these companies that'll sell, shaving cream, hair products, and shampoo, conditioner, and body wash all on a subscription base. And so you get your scent picked out, and then you just continuously reorder it based on how many months you need in between each order.
Yeah.
I was curious if like somebody comes in, if they can say, this is going to be my scent. Can I just get it on a reorder every 2 months?
I mean, and people, they like to come into the store.
Okay.
You know, I do have an online base. I don't get too many online orders. If it's an online order, it's, people from out of state or whatever. But for the most part, they just come on in and get their same stuff. And we keep people's scents on profile too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we get your first and last name, get your email to add you to our email list. And then we keep track of everyone's fragrance. So, like, let's say you do 3 different scents, and it's a certain amount of pumps with those scents. Pumps meaning, like, adding it to the product. We keep all of that on file. So you don't have to ever worry about, what did I get last time? We'll have it on there. And it's great to help people get gifts, too. So, like, let's say you love this certain product, and you want this for, like, birthday, anniversary, or Christmas. We have all of that on file for you. So it's super easy to keep track of.
Very helpful for a gift giver. Hey, what did my significant other get last time?
Yes. Very helpful. So try to make it easy and painless for people to come shop.
Which is great, right? Because people in a customizable world, you often don't know what's out there.
Yes.
And it can be overwhelming to hear, which one of the 200 scents would you like today?
Absolutely. And I get a lot of that where they're like, because you make so many decisions every single day. And you're coming into a store where you have to make so many different decisions. It's like, don't worry. Let me help you. Let me take care of this for you. And I try to make it as easy as possible for people.
So, and how do you even begin to do that, right? So if I come in and say, all right, Hannah, I need a good spray to go. Honey's the easy one, right? But I need a good business cologne or something to wear in the office. Where is the start going to be?
Yeah. So I kind of I ask a few questions, nothing too crazy, try to figure out what is something that you're going to want to, kind of go off of, what scent profile. And I kind of just basically go from there. I usually pull out 3 different scents. I find just pulling out 3, it's easy for people to figure out what they don't and don't like. And we just kind of go from there. For the most part, people are like, just pick. And I'm like, all right, I got you. I'll pick it. But then there's some people in there who are like, no, I want this, and that. And then the making of the product itself doesn't take long at all either. The hardest part is figuring out the scent.
I'll say that's got to be the most time intensive part of the shopping experience.
Yes.
Is nailing down the 3 or 2 or 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
That you want to have in there.
Absolutely. But for the most part, if they're not wanting to make a decision after having a long day, but they need a quick and easy gift, I'm just like, I would do, lavender, chamomile, and white tea. That's a simple go-to. You can't go wrong with lavender. And yeah.
In thinking through the different product lines, right? You've got your shampoo, your conditioner, your body wash, then you've got your lotion, and then you have your perfume or cologne. And currently, if you're going to go into like a mass market shopping place, you're going to get 5 different scents.
Yeah.
And now it kind of allows yourself to almost be like individualistic with your scent all the time, regardless of what product you put on.
Yes. And a lot of people don't necessarily like to mix and match scents. So like,
right. It's because it could throw off the whole nose profile.
Absolutely. So just stick with one and got your whole set and you're good to go.
Because, if you're going out for an evening, you're going to an event, and you have, let's say you have been working in the yard or something, you have some dry hands, you need to put some lotion on, and then you're going to go put your perfume. It's like it's almost like the battle of the scents.
Yes, and I find that our products don't it doesn't clash with other, like, perfumes that you have at home or whatever. It layers very nicely, which is awesome. So you don't have to worry about figuring out, like, does this oatmeal milk and honey mess up my perfume that I have at home? No, it doesn't. So it sits well. It but it blends well with your other fragrances that you would most likely have at home.
So what allows it to blend so well?
The fragrant oil that we use.
Okay.
So like I said, it's 100% premium grade fragrant oil in it. And we don't put a bunch of oil in there either. A little bit goes a long way. You can always
add more.
Exactly. You can never take away. That's what I tell all my customers. I'm like, we're going to start off small with a little bit amount of fragrance in there. and then we'll build as needed. And I'm very easy to work with. If a certain scent doesn't match well, I always make sure they try it on their skin before leaving, because everybody's skin is different. Their body chemistry is different. But if, a certain scent doesn't work well with them, we're going to switch it out or something like that. I always want to make sure that you're going home and you're feeling confident in your scent, because the scent you wear, you can carry on with that so much, and it means a lot to certain people. I always want to make sure my customers feel that they're being really taken care of. That's my main goal too.
So have you ever had a situation where a customer made a scent and then like you put one too many pumps or something in it and it was too overpowering for them?
Yeah. So I actually had a lady today. She mixed and matched once too many scents that she didn't like, and she wore it for a few weeks. And she called me. She was like, "Hey, this is not working with my skin at all." I was like, "Not a problem. Come back. We'll figure out what works well with your skin." And we just kind of went from there. We kind of tweaked the lotion a little bit, added a little bit more of a certain scent to it, and she was perfectly happy with it. And then I just added a little bit more lotion for her, and she was good to go. And I told her, I was like, "If you have a problem, just give me a call, and I'll be able to fix it for you."
So you were able to actually fix the existing bottle that she had ordered?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we kind of sat there, we played around with it, and she smelled some different scents, but there was one scent that was missing, and I just added to it, and she was like, "No, this is perfect." So.
Okay. I didn't know you were able to dilute it down, I guess, enough to then recreate it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fascinating.
Yeah. So like, let's say you don't like a certain blend. What I'll do is I'll just take a little bit of the product out, not too much, and then add the fragrance that's needed that you like, and kind of go from there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you can add some more lotion to it, and just all the science and stuff behind it. It's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, because to me, I'm like, the whole bottle's got to be wasted. But
No. We actually have like a little blender that we use, and kind of like, what is it? Like not a smoothie blender, but like, not a frosty, ice cream blender, or.
Okay, like a little like a handheld thing, or
yes, yeah, kind of like that.
Okay,
and we use it, and we mix up our lotions too. And people are like, "What is that?"
Sounds like the frosty machine at McDonald's,
Yeah, but it's for lotions and bubble bath. Yeah, so
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you've got quite an operation there.
Yes.
What's on the horizon? What's upcoming?
I don't know. I mean, I'm always talking about. People are always asking me, "You're going to open up a new Bath Junkie?" And I'm like, never know. I always talk about opening up one in Lafayette. But just getting through these next few years and trying to expand the business a little bit more and more.
Look, they say going from 1 to 2 is the hardest.
I know.
You just got to get over that hump.
I know. And I'm getting there.
Yeah. That's exciting, though.
It is very exciting. It's a roller coaster of emotions, but it's very exciting.
You should. I'm assuming you've already got connections with people in Lafayette and everything. Yeah. I say, talk to a past guest of ours, Caroline Cookies, based out of Lafayette.
Yeah. Love her cookies.
Same situation. Was in Lafayette and decided to have the second location in Baton Rouge and Town Center. Perkins Row.
Yep. Yeah.
This episode is proudly presented by Gage. Gage is a local company here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. For over 40 years, Gage has provided businesses with the very best telecommunications, IT, and standby power services available. Gage has a variety of services, including Gage Cloud Voice. It is the last phone system your business will ever need. You need to give your business the ability to be accessible anytime, anywhere, and with Gage's cloud-based phone system, you'll be able to accomplish just that. Not only do they have Gage Cloud Voice, they have fully managed IT services that are proactive network monitoring, 24/7, 365, help desk, business continuity. They are there for you. What you're also going to need is some cybersecurity. Gage is there to safeguard your business from potential cyber threats, even when you aren't aware they exist. Gage also is power and leaders in standby generators. They are the #1 Cummins dealer on the Gulf Coast and provide generators to homes and businesses of any size so you can keep life going. Gage, better connected, a proud sponsor of the Patty G Show. So, Well, exciting. Well, thank you for coming in today.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
Before we get you out of here, we've got a set list of questions we ask every guest.
Okay.
Very hard-hitting questions.
Okay.
First one is, what is something you did as a kid you wish you could still do today?
What is something that I did as a kid that I wish I could do today? Like kid-related?
Anything
Oh, geez.
you did as a kid that you're like, man, I wish I could just still do that today?
I don't know. I always loved playing outside, you know, when the lights would come on in the streets, time to go in. I just loved playing outside. So honestly, to be able to play again like a little kid.
To not be working all the time?
Yes, absolutely. That's what I would.
That's perfect. My little son has that carefree mentality.
Yeah.
And it's like almost gut-wrenching when we're like, all right, it's time to come eat dinner. And he's like, I don't want to go. I'm like, dude,
come on. You got to come on.
We got to go eat dinner.
Eat dinner, take a bath, all your stuff.
Yeah, like time to start it.
Yeah.
So you have been an employee. You've purchased a business. You have now been an owner for a couple of years. What are 3 lessons that you've learned throughout your process?
First one, I have to take it day by day. There's no point in stressing about what you can't control. That's my main thing. And also another one is putting your trust into the right people. That's huge. Finding the right people to trust. So I've already had a bad experience my first year with thinking I was trusting the right person, and that didn't go well at all. And yeah, I mean, honestly, just take it day by day. Taking it day by day is the huge thing for me.
Yeah. Because you never know what's going to
end
up happening a month from now.
No. And majority of the things are out of your control, which I've had to learn, you know. And I'm so young, and I'm still learning every day. Learn every day.
Isn't it fun, though?
It is.
Something new you get to learn every day. I mean, I just learned a whole lot of stuff today.
Yeah.
Just within sitting here with you.
Yeah.
So what is something you love about Baton Rouge?
The community. Baton Rouge is a big little town. Like I said, I grew up here my whole life. Went to St. Michael High School, went to BRCC, and the community and just the people in it, you know. Everyone's so friendly, so nice. But yeah.
They're here to support small businesses whenever they can.
Absolutely. That's a plus.
Oh, yeah. So for the final question, what can I do to help you?
Sharing Bath Junkie story.
That's what we're here.
I love it. Yeah.
I got to come in and get some stuff.
Absolutely.
Maybe I need some mud or some dirt.
I need
some dirt scent, you know?
Yes.
So, okay. Well, thank you, Hannah, for coming in.
Absolutely.
This has been fun.
It's been great. It's been fun.
I'm excited to see location number 2.
Ooh,
you know, when and wherever it goes.
Who knows?
So thanks for coming on. What is the easiest way for people to get a hold of you?
Oh, Instagram or giving us a call. But yeah, I'm always my Instagram checking my DMs, and always got my phone on me. So don't hesitate to reach out at all.
Well, we'll get your Instagram linked up in the show notes and make sure we send people your way.
Love it.
So thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
Yes, it's been fun.
Absolutely. It's been fun. So thank you, everybody else, for listening or watching, whatever platform you consume us on. Keep on following the show. Go be sure to check out Bath Junkie right there in Town Center. Tell them Patty G sent you. Get you some dirt smell, y'all. Let's hype it up. Let's live it up. You know, smell like some dirt.
Yes.
But for everybody watching this is the latest episode of the Patty G Show. Stay tuned, and we'll be back next week for a new one.